So this will be the last video of the series. Luckily, I was able to push the campaign to overturn 500. So yeah, unfortunately, this series didn't really take off like the last one, which is, like I've been saying this entire time, is unfortunate because honestly, this was, I think, by far the best AI only we've ever done. And let's go ahead and review over some continents, and then I'll talk about the future, I'll talk about the next Civ series, and a few things like that. But England went crazy. This is probably the best, with the British mod, England always, I guess it's not England, but the British always do amazing in the British Isles. They eventually took out Scotland from the last time we left off, and I do have a screen open to show me like the differences from what was the last video looking like and what we look like now. So yeah, things were looking really, really good for Victoria. She did amazing, and you'll see the fall of France did occur, and that was a really big deal in Europe. The way I do it is I just have this running all night, but I was able to watch the fall of France, which is pretty cool for a few minutes. Obviously, this took me a really, really long time to get to turn 509. I think we was running for at least 2.5 days, but I did watch the fall of France, and Babylon went crazy as well. So Babylon did end up taking Constantinople. They eventually took out the Ottomans, and then there was this big, big war for the French. The French were dealing with a big coalition war, so the Vandals also got taken out. I believe the Vandals were just chilling while the French coalition war was in full effect, and then the Ashanti decided to take out the Vandals. And then that is why we see them like this. I think the Babylonians obviously went for them as well, because I believe this was a Vandal city before. Started off as a no, that's the Vandals' capital, right? I think it is. But that's also a Carthaginian city, I think. I don't know. Crack, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, the British did really, 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 really well. And I'm actually surprised that the Ashanti didn't do a little bit better. Eventually taking out Nigeria. They took out... No, Benin was long gone, I believe. Egyptians ended up surviving, which is incredible. I thought that we would see a minor power out of Ethiopia. Obviously, they ended up surviving. And I knew that Ethiopia was going to survive because of their mountains and because of their unique ability. But the fact that the Egyptians are still here is incredible. Like, that is really, really awesome. So, good job. Proud of your moves. Keep it up. So, yeah, the Congo also doing... They did well. They did well. I think they got a solid second place. We can go ahead and check out the demographics. I think it's safe to say, though, number one, easily, the Chukchi. Because last time we left off, the fall of the Shanu was occurring. And you can see the results right here. Actually, the Shanu still are alive, but like we thought, the Huns did end up getting involved while the Chukchi were also at war, and then the Huns just rolled over them. The Russians also got into this conflict too, but they only ended up taking a city. The Huns never ended up pushing too far into Persian territory. The Persians survived, and I gotta give them credit, man. Persia's you just can't kill them. Darius is a hardcore. As for the subcontinent of India, the Mughals survived, of course. Kazakhstan. I love it. I love that the Kazakhstani survived here just north of the Himalayas. That's amazing. Mongolia too. Mongolia being, up against the Chukchi threat the entire time. And unfortunately, you'll see the Siamese fell by quite a bit. That's so sad because that was like I was so excited to see how well Siam was doing. We don't ever see like a vanilla Civ do that well. Out of nowhere like that. We've never seen Siam be that big before, and clearly that was the best campaign they've ever had. Unfortunately, they kind of lost it at the last second. The Congo went after the subcontinent of India too, so I got to give them credit for that. And then yeah, there's definitely a lot of fallout all throughout the world. You might notice it a little bit as I'm scrolling by. But yeah, so the Shanu. Did I call them the Sioux before? It's the Shanu. Shanu fell, still survived though. One real brief. Speaking of like vanilla civs that did well, look at Sweden. Look how awesome Sweden did. Obviously, the Goths fell. Austria, Finland, Sweden, all kind of teaming up against the Goths. Russia didn't really end up going to war, which was so strange, but they did end up taking Armenia at the last second. But yeah, Sweden also, for Vanilla Civ, I've got to give them Most Improved award. Definitely Most Improved. I think they were very, very close to doing amazing. Finland obviously got destroyed last second. But yeah, and Scandinavian territories looking different. Yeah, so clearly the Chukchi have won the campaign, so anyone that picked the Chukchi will be in the comment section, or I'm sorry, in the description down below. And again, you had to have picked it within the first, a few days of video 1 opening. So yes. So yeah, the Chukchi won, but now let's check on kind of the big results. And I'm so proud of Japan to see Japan do well. Finally, it's the first time they've done really, really well. Very excited for that. So let's check on actually Australia first. Moria doing really well for themselves, grabbing the northern territory of Australia. Lots of nuclear fallout here. Like I said, the Congo and Moria were at it because Congo was trying to take territory in the subcontinent of India, probably to get to their colonies faster, because the Congo ended up winning colonization over Australia. Russia not doing bad either, though. Indonesia surviving, but kind of a disappointing game for Indonesia. Look at the Persian territory, though. Look at how beautiful this stuff is. It's a whole nother country, pretty much. All kind of, you don't normally see this many cities. I guess you're seeing that kind of, but I'm just interested to see this many cities on this island. That's really cool. That's not even Persia. Like, if there was, I wish there was, like, I don't know if there's a really good revolutionary mod, but if there is, that'd be so awesome to see, like, a revolutionary Persia-Indonesian territory or something like that. Okay, so that's for Australia, New Zealand being colonized by Greece and Indonesia. Lots of island grabbing, and the Congo ultimately took over Hawaii and just dominated here. Okay, so North America. It seems like, for the most part, the Chukchi ended up winning the North American game. Obviously, kind of controlling the Deep South, but still very divided. I'm so proud of Spain. Spain went nuts last second. I wish they would have started going nuts a little bit earlier because, I mean, look at South America as well. Look how well... Oh, I'm sorry. I got their reds mixed up. Well, the British did good in South America, and... Oh, I didn't even realize that... I don't know why. Again, the red just got to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm like colorblind or something. Yeah, England, the British pretty much pushed out Spain of Iberia. That's probably why they went so hardcore in colonization, because they were trying to catch up after losing their Iberian territory. Love that there's all these Indian civs here in South America. That's really different. Indian America. That's what this is called. I mean, for the most part, there's a lot of Indian civs here. Congo got into it a little bit. We've got Finland controlling kind of the Venezuela, Colombian territory. No Panama Canal. Dang AI. I love my Panama Canal. Kazakhstan, the epic Kazakhstan Empire. I think I'd be living... no, I'd be living with the Japanese, but I would have been close to living in Kazakhstani territory. That would have been pretty cool. Surprised that the Japanese didn't expand a little bit further. And then, yeah, at the end of the game, people just started grabbing all this snow and stuff like that. Real quick, let me go ahead and enter this map mode. This is a beloved map mode. I think we all love this map mode, but let's make this a little bit less confusing. Okay. Yeah, so for the next series, well, here's what I'm thinking. I've got to figure out a better format for this series. I will be... Geez, I don't even know. If you follow me on Twitter, then I think I'll be dropping hints at this point for for the future series. But I'm hoping that I do drop those hints. But yes, if I remember to do that, then I won't be doing an AI only battle. It will be something. I don't think I can say more than that. But not an AI only battle yet. I will return to one more before Civ 6 comes out, hopefully. And I need to figure out a better format for the series. Definitely a better format. Look at the Ashanti just going nuts with all these units. That's crazy compared to everybody else. The fact that the Pope survived here in like the Benelux territory is amazing. Yeah, because it starts off so good, and then around video like 7 or 8, things start to slow down and then progressively get slower and slower from there. I think what I'd like to do, because it's hard to balance out between like a good series and like time. Like people want me to do like time lapses, but that's really hard to do. Well, it's not that hard to do, but it's kind of difficult, and it's going to take a lot of time all at once to do like a big time lapse. I'm trying to think of like that perfect format where I can pump out, like I like a good 20 to 30 video series. As soon as it gets over 30 though, it's like, oh, that's not good. People, stop watching usually at that point because just the numbers are getting too high. I'm thinking maybe for the future going, straight on into it for the first like 7, 8 videos consecutively, watching every turn. Maybe after that we do only every 10 turns or something like that. But I definitely realize that this on a mod like this with 60 plus civs, the processing of turns takes too long. Luckily, this went way better than the previous series. We didn't get like a civ that just slowed everything down like we saw with the Novgorod mod. It was pretty consistent, and I feel like it was still faster for the most part than it was in the previous series, but you know, still we need to figure out something to make it a little bit quicker. And I'm not really willing to use a mod that quickens the AI's processing, because more than likely that's going to make them more stupid. And I don't want to make them stupid, even though they're pretty dumb already. I am afraid of using the like quicker processing of turn mods, because I'm pretty sure that's just going to have them cut a lot of corners to make the processings faster. So I don't really want to do that. But yeah, I might do something like a, you know, every 10 turns we come and visit, or something like that. I think that would work a little bit better if I can figure out a way to do that quickly somehow. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this series. I certainly did. Had a very, very fun time with this. Again, like I said, by far our favorite AI-only battle. I think I can say easily. Just ahead of the AI-only European battle that we did with mods. I think that was the second edition, not the team battle, the second edition. But definitely, really hope to come back to this in the future. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.